Should I help my neighbor by driving her child to school? Recently, I've encountered a tricky situation and would like to hear your opinions. My neighbor is an only child with a son. She lives with her husband, son, and parents. Her parents are retired and mainly take care of her child. Her mother is quite frail and unable to do much housework. Recently, my neighbor realized that my youngest child's kindergarten is very close to her son's kindergarten. Her mother approached me, hoping I could help drive her grandson to and from school. I politely declined, but she was clearly upset. Today, my neighbor herself came over to chat, and it was obvious she was laying the groundwork to make the same request. She asked for my phone number, which I suspect is to continue this request. I am a mother of 5 children, and both my husband and I work full-time jobs without any help from our parents or in-laws. We wake up at 5:30 a.m. every day. My husband leaves before 6 a.m. to avoid heavy traffic for his 37 km commute. I handle our eldest son's morning routine and wait with him for the school bus at 6:30 a.m. After that, I do laundry, wake up our youngest, and get him ready for kindergarten, which I drive him to around 8 a.m. With 2 kids at school, I still have 3 more to manage. I prepare lunch, get the others ready, and drive them to school at 11:30 a.m. before going to work myself. My husband rushes back from work to pick up our children. Our days are extremely busy. My neighbor, being the only child, relies heavily on her parents. Her parents, who are retired and in poor health, especially her mother, are tasked with taking care of her son. Despite their frailty, they still drive their grandson to kindergarten every day. The child, being the family's treasure, is quite spoiled and often throws tantrums, making the grandparents' task even harder. It's common to see the frail grandfather struggling to carry the crying child to the car. The grandparents look visibly exhausted and helpless. My neighbor and her husband are both busy with work and don't have flexible schedules, so they've leaned on her parents for childcare. They haven't found a better solution and are now hoping to rely on help from neighbors like me to ease their burden. Given the circumstances, I'm torn about my neighbor's request. If you were in my shoes, would you help? I appreciate any advice you can give me. Thank you.